Hello, everyone. Marion here from Butler and Badoo Portraits, Portraits for the Modern Woman, based out of Dallas, Texas. We specialize in boudoir, business branding, and family portraits, and we would love to have you come in. We really help ladies see themselves in a new light, feel more beautiful, feel empowered, have a really fun time. And our favorite clients are the ones that don't feel photogenic. We are here today to talk about a session that we just did and give you some behind the scenes tips and tricks that might help you on your next photo session. So, this is Frida. She actually has lost over 100 pounds. And as she's gone through this experience, she's had to see herself in a new light. So, part of this photo session was really helping her feel beautiful, feel empowered, and get out of her own way in a little bit with posing, with lighting, with all those different sorts of things so that she can actually see herself as everyone else around her sees her. So it was a really fun time to be able to give that both mental health aspect of her photo session to her, along with the actual pictures that we're taking. So a couple things that we did. First of all, black is her signature color. Black works so well for so many different people. It is absolutely a really classic, clean type of look. It gives all the focus on your face, your expression, the poses of your body. If you want to really make your facial features stand out and have everything else blend into the background a little more, it's a really, really good look. However, something that we did on purpose in this particular photo session is because she has all black and then she also has dark hair. We decided to have a darker type of look for this session. We wanted all the colors to really come together. It was a very intentional look. And the purpose of that was twofold. One, we wanted to just focus on her face, her eyes, and a little bit of the posing that we did. And we wanted everything else to blend in. But moreover, we also wanted a very, very classic type of look. So we were definitely going for, if we had used any other colors, say for example, we put her on a pink background, this black outfit may not have worked as well, and it wouldn't have been as cohesive of a look. In the same way, if we had put her on a high key white type of background, that would have also been a really different type of look. She would have popped a little bit more. It would have probably been a much more upbeat an upbeat type of look versus this more classic, subdued, really striking look that we were going for. The other thing about this too, that is for all my photography people, is this was actually photographed on a brown background, and you can somewhat see it, but especially in some of these pictures down here. Based on the lighting that we used, though, we were able to really make sure that she popped a little bit on the background, but really, again, that focus was so much on her. We wanted to also have a simple posing structures because she was wearing a turtleneck. Turtlenecks are really good when you want to, again, really, really just have it about the face. And that was a good way to have that focus just be on that for her. So if you're choosing a turtleneck, long sleeves, it covers your arms, which is obviously really flattering for a lot of people. It covers necks, which is sometimes flattering, especially if you're older, if anybody has some concerns about like a crepey neck or anything like that. Obviously, Frida is really young. She doesn't have to necessarily worry about it, but we're going for that classic look. The other thing that we were able to do too is because she did choose to have a shorter skirt, we were able to get some legs in the picture, which gives it a little bit of extra so that not everything is completely clothed. You have long sleeves, but then balancing it out with a shorter skirt on the bottom so you can have some of the legs in some of these pictures really balances the completely covered look with a little bit balance of skin on the legs and then on her face also. Really nice balancing out in that aspect. We kept it again really simple by using a black chair. That allowed her to pose with hands, getting her hands closer to her face, getting her body a little bit more compact. One of the things that you don't want to do when you're taking pictures is always just having people stand up. But you also have to balance it with the fact that if you're doing more of a branding look or more headshots, it doesn't necessarily make sense for some of these sitting down poses or poses where you maybe pull the body in a little bit tighter. So you want to get a lot of the face shots, but you also want to be able to position the body in a way that allows the limbs to create triangles, which is always really pleasing to the eye, able to give somebody things to do with their hands. And so you can see here, we have arms over here, we have arms in her lap. we have her sitting on the chair a little bit and bending over. Her arms are over here. Same with over here and over here. And that allows a lot of different poses as opposed to just keeping her standing. The other thing we want to make sure to always pop in is these pictures of just her face, very, very classic headshot type of look. But we do a mix of these also. So you can see in a lot of these pictures, she's not smiling. Same with these headshots, but because a headshot is a little bit more of a classic type of look that people may use for social media, their business, LinkedIn profile, things like that, you do want to have that balance of smiling versus non-smiling. And as a customer, that gives her a lot of variety that she can use in different places so that she can either give this more model type of look or give a more traditional smiling look. From there, we changed things up a little tiny bit more of a casual look with the jeans, and we moved her to a different background. So that way, the slight blue-green, the blue-gray of the background corresponded with her jeans, gave it a little bit type of look. We played around with the lighting a little bit more, did different things with the hands, but mostly did a lot of standing pictures for this one or some close-in cropped pictures. The reason behind that is that, again, we wanted variety in this session, but a really cohesive look at the same time. So we didn't stray too far from the black. The focus was still very much on her eyes and facial expressions. We added a little bit of fun posing in here also, some hands on her hair, things like that, and really just focused on what we felt like her attitude and her personality was, which is definitely a little bit more modelly, a little more. And one of the things that you want to really come out in your photo sessions is your personality. And then finally, we finished up with something a little bit more fun. Again, boudoir is one of our things that we love to do with lots and lots of different ladies. So this is not completely a true boudoir, obviously, but it is a little bit spicier, moving a little bit more in that direction. And it's a really easy look that we were able to add in. This is something that's really empowering for a lot of ladies. Most of the people that come in don't necessarily always feel beautiful, don't see themselves always in a spicy way. So often in our day to day, we're just going about our regular business to and from work and home and taking care of stuff. So it's nice to be able to break out of that normal way of seeing ourselves and be able to do a little bit different type of look. And for Frida, who's lost a lot of weight and is feeling amazing, what a cool way for her to be able to see herself in a new way. Super easy, just a white shirt, super classic again, because this whole theme of this entire time has been clean and classic, really beautiful, soft types of look that are achieved both through clothing, color tone, background, lighting, all those sorts of things. So just a little bit extra, got a little shoulder there, just a really fun way to wrap up the session. So now you've had a little bit of an idea of what we do, some of our thought process behind clothing choices that match with lighting, that match with posing. We're always trying to achieve the best look for every single person and individual and personality. If Frida was a whole different type of personality, really fun or playful, a lot of colors in her clothes, the session would have gone in a completely different direction. But for her, this is the perfect blend of classic, beautiful, clean, and really pretty styling. So thank you so much for being along on this and hope to see you in